If you are tired of seeing criminals get away with murder, tired of hearing excuses for the wicked, then it's time to take action. Hit that subscription button now and stay in the loop with the Jamaica Young Police channel. We are not here to sugarcoat. We are here to expose the truth, bring justice, and make sure the real heroes get the recognition they deserve. Don't wait for the change. Be the change. Subscribe, like, and let's make some noise and hold those criminals accountable. Justice in action. Speak up. Crime must fall. And remember that we have go inside the description box and you'll see various links to various things for the Jamaica Young Police channel. JamaicaYoungPoliceChannel.com, where you see articles and stuff like that. Those who like to read, and we continue to give you guys exceptional material over here. So, moving on. Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon member. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. Yo, if you are tired of seeing criminals get away with murder, tired of hearing excuses for the wicked, then it's time to take action. Hit that subscription button now and stay in the loop with the Jamaica Young Police channel. We are not here to sugarcoat. We are here to expose the truth, bring justice, and make sure the real heroes get the recognition they deserve. Don't wait for the change. Be the change. Subscribe, like, and let's make some noise and hold those criminals accountable. Justice in action. Speak up. Crime must fall. And remember that we have go inside the description box and you'll see various links to various things for the Jamaica Young Police channel. JamaicaYoungPoliceChannel.com, where you see articles and stuff like that. Those who like to read, and we continue to give you guys exceptional material over here. So, moving on. Yeah, so right now you're looking at your thumbnail, your LCD. At the top, that man, his name is Thompson, aka Birdie. He on a Bird Nation. So he's one of Vybz Kartel enemies. Him and Birdie. And him want Vybz Kartel dead. Like knit. So Vybz Kartel is rejoicing because guess what? Birdie is now in ICE custody. So it's deportation. Then Jamaica, here I comes. Here I come. So Birdie, boy, I'm finding himself in a deep dodo. You have to understand that in a life of crime, the only reward you get for your crime is you go straight to prison or the departure lounge. So here on Birdie Thompson, the ruthless financier behind Jamaica's blood-soaked turf wars. Let's pull back the curtain on one of the most elusive and dangerous figures in Jamaica's underworld. Here on Birdie Thompson, the alleged kingpin and financier of the notorious Bird Nation gang, a name that sends tremor through communities across the island. This is not just another street-level thug or corner hustler No, Birdie is believed to be the man pulling the strings from behind the curtain. The shot caller was allegedly pumped millions of dollars into gang warfare, turning inner city communities into battlegrounds and rural enclaves into killing fields. So these guys that migrate from the ghetto, come to America or wherever, you understand, and them start making money. Instead of using the money to do constructive things to uplift their community, they want people to be afraid of them, drive fear into the heart of their community. Same people that them used to, them grow up with. Sometimes you have differences, because that's a part of life. Man have some, beef when they be young, man beat up man. Now man have money in fees and kill back the man through the man beat him up. Because he was a punk then and he's still a punk now. Because all of us growing up as youths in Jamaica, you have disagreements with your peers, get in a fight. Sometimes you start the fight. Sometimes the fight is started by another person and you have to defend yourself. And that's a part of life. But then in my time, people fight. Nobody don't want to kill no one. You just fight to beat up who and them take them beat up and them good again. And nobody don't want to kill no one. You understand? So I have experienced even the same thing growing up. You have a youth him call him Tigani or Dougie. Enough time me and Dougie fight and them thing there. You understand? And at no time Dougie never ever want to kill me or Paddy. And we only have all the youths and all them thing there like Lennox, that them call him Peeler that Waterford, and him cousin Derek, him a soldier now. I fly helicopter. When I show people and them trouble me, I have to beat them up, defend myself. So that's how it is. Peeler, Lennox. Even my police see him so many times, see me heal me, warm Chris, me heal him. No heart, you understand, no bad blood between us. And we'll just move on. But these guys now from the ghetto now, go foreign make money. Oh, that boy them beat me around the so. So him saying a man go kill him. Just say that. That's a thing that happened years ago. And him want to relive it because the man beat him up and his ego. Part of life. If you value life, you won't do such thing. You understand? It's just sad. So this is not just another street level thug or corner hustle. Yeah man, Birdie, he put millions of dollars into gang warfare. So according to intelligence reports circulated among Jamaica top tier law enforcement and international partners, Birdie is not just affiliated with gang activity. He's the engine behind it. And the man that foreign, and I like him, he's in foreign, work honestly in them there, they sell drugs. And instead they use the money. We're not encouraging illegal activity, but majority of the Jamaican populace, they are not educated because they were taught to shun education and embrace the culture of bad man. Yeah, bad man for go to jail and if you kill people and all of these things, break the law, and then people must see and don't see and hear. And he that keepeth his mouth keepeth his life. So they want inform and for shut up. Yes. So investigators allege that Birdie operates a sophisticated financial network, laundering dirty money through local businesses, offshore accounts, and even real estate deals in the US and Jamaica. But what's most chilling is how that money is allegedly used. Not to build communities, but to arm gangs with higher power rifles, fund it jobs, and buy silence from corrupt officials. So the main giant and them here say, yeah boy, the two boy them dead. Oh, that the heart. That make them get an eye. But you don't get the person life. So sources suggest that he helped coordinate shipments of weapons funneled through Caribbean routes with help from narco syndicates and gun runners. Some, yeah, so this man, Birdie, why every bullet bought, every trigger pull in Jamaica's volatile gang zones could trace back financially and logistically to Iran. Birdie Thompson. So, this is a man who's marked for that, in him return to Jamaica, yeah, man. So, now, here's where the story gets even more explosive. While Jamaican police and Mocha agents have been trying for years to bring Birdie to justice, they were not alone. U.S. Immigration and Custom Enforcement at the ICE has reported placed Thompson, that a Birdie, under intense scrutiny. Multiple sightings and leads tied him to gang members operating in Florida, New York, Pennsylvania, and Georgia, bringing his activity squarely under the jurisdiction of U.S. federal authorities. According to insiders, Birdie was recently detained during a covert ICE operation targeting non-citizens connected to transnational criminal organization. While official confirmation from ICE, whispers from within law enforcement circle claims that he is currently in ICE custody, potentially facing deportation, extradition, or prosecution on U.S. side on racketeering and conspiracy statutes. Why Birdie capture is a ticking time bomb. Indeed, in ICE custody, Birdie arrest is a nuclear bomb waiting to go off. Why? Because this man knows too much. He knows who ordered the hits, which corrupt politician and cops took payoff, how the guns got in, and who received them. Birdie's testimony or leaked confessions could implicate dozens, if not hundreds, of high-profile players in Jamaica and abroad, leading to the unraveling of deeply entrenched criminal political nexuses. But don't think for a second that Birdie will go down quietly. Sources familiar with this operation believe that if threatened, he may activate sleeper cells or leverage blackmail to shield himself. So he will give Uncle Sam everything about all of the people them involved in corruption. After all, you don't fund and command one of Jamaica's most feared gangs without deep tentacles into both the streets and the elite. So the $1 million question, will Birdie cut a deal with the U.S. authority? Will he be extradited to Jamaica where witnesses mysteriously disappear and cases fall apart? Or will he vanish into the U.S. immigration holding system, shielded and silenced to protect bigger interests? One thing is certain, the fate of Birdie Thompson could determine whether Jamaica takes back its community from the grips of organized crime or sink deeper into lawless chaos. So at one point in time, the police said that Thompson, was one of Jamaica's most wanted financier. So the fall of Birdie Thompson, the butcher of Maxfield Avenue, Kingston 13, isn't just a gang leader, it's a phantom of death, a ghostly figure who has haunted the street of Maxfield Avenue, Kingston 13 for over a decade, dubbed by many as the butcher of Maxfield. Bird Nation. Birdie is the alleged mastermind behind the murders of nearly 100 people. Their blood soaking the streets from Alexander Road to Lincoln Crescent. For the residents of Kingston 13 and 12, his name is not whispered, it's fear. Bird Nation Death's own army at the end of the ruthless Bird Nation gang. Birdie has been accused of turning Kingston into a slaughterhouse where murder, extortion and gun running and drug dealing were everyday operations. Under his leadership, Maxfield Avenue and its environment became a war zone. Mothers, berries, sons, children were caught in the crossfire, and law enforcement officers knew that anyone who dare challenge Birdie grip on the community could end up in a shallow grave. This was not just gang violence. This was urban terrorism. Birdie's control wasn't maintained by charisma or ideology. It was secured through terror, with AK-47s, Glock 9s, and the ever-present threat of death by execution squad. And even as the Jamaican police tried to penetrate his network, informants were swiftly silenced, throats slit, bodies dumped, messages sent. The American escape and the inevitable fall, but even monsters get tired of blood. And Birdie, knowing his name was at the top of Jamaica's most wanted list, fled to the United States, slipping into immigrant-heavy enclaves where he thought he could hide among the shadows. But the bird trade followed him. U.S. law enforcement, tipped off by Jamaican intelligence, began tracking his movements. Federal agents quietly built a case and now he's reportedly in ICE custody, pacing a cold detention cell somewhere in America. No longer the predator but the prey. So here's the kicker. Yeah, so this is the channel that we have been telling you about. United we win, divided we lose. A call to action for all decent, ethical and truth-seeking people. Brothers and sisters, let's speak some truth. Division has always been the weapon of the wicked. The ultimate tragedy used by corrupt governments, dishonest leaders and power-hungry manipulators. They divide to conquer. They pit communities against each other. They turn neighbors against neighbor, tribe against tribe, race against race, because they know the terrifying power we hold when we are united under true justice and purpose. That's why united we win, divided we lose. It's not just a slogan, it's a movement, a philosophy, a rallying cry for every decent, ethical and truth-loving soul on this planet. We are all calling on you to be a part of something greater. This is not just another YouTube channel. This is an international platform that transcends borders, cultures and languages. It reaches across ocean and finds its way into the hearts, homes and minds of people like you. People who refuse to be manipulated. People who are hungry for truth. And people who stand for what is right, even when it's not popular. We believe in what is right, not who is right. That's what it's all about. So we expose what others are afraid to even whisper. So this channel reach across oceans and find its way into the hearts and minds of people like you, people who refuse to be manipulated. So we expose what others are afraid, because they themselves are afraid. We uplift voices that have been silenced. We connect the dots, several, reveal the agendas and show the patterns behind the lies that the mainstream buries. We cannot do it alone. Your subscription is more than just a click. It's a declaration that you are no longer asleep, that you refuse to be divided, that you see the power in unity, that you are choosing truth over propaganda, ethics over corruption, courage over silence. So I am personally inviting you, subscribe to United We Win, Divided We Lose channel, a home for truth seekers, the whistleblowers, the freedom fighters, and those who still believe in values and virtues and in victory through unity. Because remember, evil thrives when good people are silent and divided. But when we unite, we win, always. So join the movement, click, subscribe and select all and let your voice be counted among the courageous. Here on Birdie Thompson, afraid of prison. He's afraid of going home back to Jamaica. Why? Because Birdie knows better than anyone that Jamaica is waiting for him. Not with handcuffs, but with coffins. The moment his foot touches Jamaican soil, he's a dead man walking. Rival gangs want revenge, vengeance. The families of his victims want closure. And even some of the police force who lost colleagues and friends to his death squad want justice by any means necessary. And in Jamaica, there's a special place for men like Birdie. It's not prison. It's a departure lounge. the place where men who are considered too dangerous to be caged are permanently checked out. No court, no appeal, just a one-way ticket to the afterlife. And I just say, God, we love it, you know what I mean? So this is a warning to all gangsters abroad. Birdie's collapse sends a chilling message to every Jamaican gangster. I didn't oversee living on a false name thinking they have escaped justice. America is not your safe house, and Jamaica hasn't forgotten. Because when you murder nearly 100 people and leave families in grief for a generation, justice will chase you, whether it's through the front door, the airport, or the barrel of a gun. So you and Birdie Thompson rule Maxie like a god of death. Now he sits in a U.S. detention center, gripped with fear. Not of a judge, but of a vengeful nation waiting with open arms and loaded clips. If ICE deports him back to Jamaica, don't expect a trial. Expect a funeral. Yeah, is Birdie funeral. So Vybz Kartel rejoicing on news, knowing that Vybz Kartel grinning Florida as Birdie, the man who plotted his death, falls into ICE custody. Let the record be set straight for the doubters, haters and gossip bloggers. Adija Azim Palmer, better known as Vybz Kartel, is not in prison, jail or custody of any kind. Since 2024, he's been a free man living in the United States of America. Yes, man. He has been living here since April. Yeah, man, show off all him house and them call me out to my bad mind. And more specifically, enjoying his freedom, his family, and plotting his next empire move. But make no mistake, he's watching the news, he's reading the headlines, he's checking YouTube all the time. And right now, somewhere in Florida, the world boss is smiling wide. Like a man who dodged a sniper bullet. I remember Birdie was getting a sniper to kill him. Ex-police, he's an ex-soldier, marksman, firearm instructor. I used to that once be, I call him name, yes. Them say him very successful hitman and a sniper. Him and a Jamaican, him was soldier, and then he become a police detective and him a firearm instructor. Him used to that sent on the south. You understand? Yeah. Tom's know him, DSP Tom over Spanish Town know the soldier, because all of them used to that south together and Massey. So because the man who allegedly plotted the assassination has just bag and tag by US Immigration and Custom, boy, Cartel one of the happiest man. So the phantom as death has been caught. So let's break it down. Here, Birdie Thompson is not just another gunman or a corner than. He has been described by law enforcement as one of the most dangerous criminal masterminds in Jamaica's modern history. A man with so much blood on his hands, even Lucifer might flinch. Birdie is the alleged leader of the Bird Nation gang, a group responsible for at least 100 murders, particularly in and around Maxwell Avenue, Kingston 13. His name is whispered with fear. His orders carried out with surgical precision, from gangland assassination to cocaine trafficking. Birdie had a grip on the underworld that many believe could never be broken until now. In a joint sting operation involving ICE, DEA and the FBI, Birdie was reportedly captured while attempting to orchestrate yet another drug trafficking ring in the United States. He was living large, moving between states, allegedly. At some time, he used fake identity and full document to maintain his freedom. Although him have him green card, but him still, although him have him green card, him still a use of the identity. Think them can fool Uncle Sam. But Uncle Sam doesn't sleep. Birdie is now locked away in ICE, stripped of his fake IDs, his freedom and his bravado. And now, deportation proceedings loom over him like a hangman's noose. So Cartel enemies fall. The assassination plot that backfire. So now here's the part they don't want you to hear. Sources close. Yeah, sources close to Jamaican intelligence confirm that Birdie once tried to have Vybz Kartel assassinated. Yeah. that's when after Vibes Cartel, beat the case, and you understand. So him ex Vibes Cartel have him freedom concert in Jamaica December 2024. That was New Year's Eve at the National Stadium. And the sniper supposed to kill him inside the stadium based on how the stadium is designed. For the sniper to kill him, the sniper would have to be inside of the stadium. And Vibes Cartel, the way that he moves whilst in Jamaica, he did not travel in one vehicle. There were so many attempts at his life in Jamaica, but fortunately, he had survived. The closest he came to get assassinated was by Muscle from Cockburn Pen. Yes, see a Muscle that involved in the killing of Rifle. So, Vibes Cartel still had more influence, more followers, and more respect than Birdie ever could. So the jealousy was boiling. Birdie saw Cartel not just as a celebrity, but as a threat to his underworld supremacy. But no, Cartel is free, Birdie is caged, and the street is buzzing with poetic justice. So let's not sugarcoat it. If Birdie is deported to Jamaica, his days are numbered. His enemies are waiting. The families of his alleged victims are waiting. Even former allies who turn against him are waiting with bullets, not welcome signs. Police sources off the record have stated that Birdie won't survive long enough to see half a tree courthouse because the number of people who want him dead far outweighs any protection the Jamaican government can offer. They say he's not going back to Jamaica. He's going to the departure lounge. And not the one at Norman Manley International Airport either. We are talking about the one-way exit to the graveyard or the afterlife. So I should keep him for good of Jamaica. So some people say, boy, let's be honest. Jamaica doesn't want him back. They don't want him. Not the police, not the politicians, not the people. We have lost too many lives already. Birdie coming back is like dropping a grenade in the middle of a peace treaty. If ICE have him, let them send him to El Salvador prison. They should keep him. Let him rot there in a cell where his power means nothing and his money can't buy silence. Let him answer to the El Salvador authority because he's not an American. Because Jamaica has no room for more demons. So while the world's attention turns to Gaza, politics and pop culture drama, know this? So the real world is still being fought in Jamaica's streets. And one of the darkest generals has just been captured. Birdie's fall is not just a victory for the Jamaican diaspora. It's a warning to every gang boss, every don and every warlords. The wicked shall not rejoice forever. Sooner or later, justice knocks. So we are telling you, right now, Vibes Cartel, a big sigh of relief, knowing that one of them enemy, man, the deadly pursuit of the ex-cop, who's a sharpshooter, targets Vibes Cartel. Birdie's ruthless plan unfold. So we have told you about that, when Birdie was trying to get Vibes Cartel, when he was out there trying to source this ex-police, ex-soldier in the underworld to take out Vibes Cartel because he's a marksman and he's a sharpshooter. And them same have all of the capability, to make sure. And so when him fire film shot them, you don't hear nothing, you just hear pow. Because him know if he adjust the rifle and make it become a silencer. Just like how you see in the movie. So one of Vibes Cartel enemies, Birdie, who wanted him dead, is now in ICE custody. So Vibes Cartel, I see him right there, smiling, because he knows a boy, one less enemy he have to deal with. There's so many out there, because Vibes Cartel have hurt so many people. But now he's telling you that God is the greatest. And we'd ask, which God is he talking about? What? God of Abraham, God of Moses, God who created the heaven and the earth. or is God money, evil, Satan? And we have a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.